Hi, everyone. I'm Eli Pollard, the Executive Director at the World Parkinson Coalition. This is a very short tutorial on roundtables and hosting a roundtable at the WPC. I know we've had some questions from some of you who were unable to join the planning calls in December. So this is a short video clip to explain to you what you can expect in that space. First and foremost, roundtables are very small, intimate conversational spaces. You do not and should not plan on using any PowerPoint presentations during that session. The tables are not actually round, they will be rectangular. They seat 12 people. So if you're a host, that's you and 11 people. If you're co-hosting, that's you and your co-host and 10 people, maximum at the table. We won't let more people join, but there may be fewer than that number, depending on the topic and how people are seeking out information. So the idea is that you are coming prepared to talk about your topic. My recommendation, and from past hosts, the way that they've recommended, is to come prepared to speak about your topic in short bits. So you don't have to give a 45-minute lecture to people sitting at a table. Think of it more as a conversation. So you can kick off your conversation and your topic with a short, maybe 10, 15-minute presentation, talk about what you're talking about, and then pause to see if there are any questions or conversation that comes out of that. And then as the conversation moves forward, you can continue on with maybe another section of your presentation, or you might just allow the conversation to go as long as you stay focused on your topic. You have up to 90 minutes to engage with the participants in this topic. So for you to understand how that its time is used, there's no presentation, there's no PowerPoint deck, there's no slides. We do know that some hosts say that their topics are sort of complex to explain, and so they want to have their laptop to just show some images. That's fine. But you shouldn't plan on running through a PowerPoint. It would be impossible for people to see it from around this table. But I do know sometimes people bring a laptop just to show a particular image or to play something, to participate as part, I use as part of the participation in the conversation. And I do know that some hosts like to print out something, whether that's a printed resource or perhaps an article to let people walk away with. That is not required. That is completely optional. We just know that sometimes hosts like to give people something to walk away with. So on that's what your focus is. You're hosting the table. You're the lead of the conversation. We do not know who's going to show up at the table. It could be preclinical researchers, early career researchers. It could be clinicians, all kinds of clinicians, nurse, PT, OT, speech, social work, nutritionist, or it could be people with Parkinson's and or care partners and family members. So you need to be prepared kind of just for a large open conversation and then run with it and go with the flow. On the participant side, just so that you understand how it's going to work on the outside of the room, participants will actually start lining up before the roundtable doors even open, and they will get a ticket. They have to decide what table they're going to. Each table has a specific number of tickets. They will be given a ticket to that table. So when they show up at your table, you can ask everyone, are you all at the correct table? Like, let's say you're at table 6. Are you all at the correct table, table 6? Show me your tickets. Everyone can make sure that they're at the right table, they have the right ticket, and each ticket will be coded with a number and it's for your table. If during the roundtable someone decides they need to leave, they can leave and they'll give their ticket back at the front door. And there may be somebody out in the hall that wants to join and they might join mid table. It's most people, from experience, once they sit at a table, they don't want to leave. So probably nobody will leave, but if they do, just know that that's okay. They leave and then they can come back in. Somebody else will come back in maybe and take that seat. We do keep a very strict eye on the chairs. We don't want anybody from another table. Let's say you're a super popular topic and everyone wants to sit at your table. If someone comes and goes to another table and grabs a chair and drags it to your table, that is a no-go. We can't do that because then that means that the other table doesn't have a full set of chairs. That's not fair to that host. So we're very strict about the limit at the table. It's 12 per table. So if you see someone dragging a chair over to your table, even though it's lovely, they want to hear you talk because you're a popular topic and maybe a great presenter, they can't do that. So please just keep an eye on that and help us facilitate that to keep the tables in the correct size. But ultimately, you should have a lot of fun with this. This should be a great conversation, a great way to just bring people together around one topic you're passionate about, and you're the expert they're coming to hear from and to talk to. So we want you just to have fun with it. Let us know if you have any other questions. Thanks. We'll see you this week.